Hello there, people of the internet. We are out here at the old range. This is not an old video. I just so happen to be up in North Florida for a couple of reasons, and I brought up some ammunition for testing. This ammunition has been given to me by a fellow YouTuber, Buffman Range. I recommend that you go check out his stuff because he has more information on these cartridges that go beyond what I'm doing here. So today I have my Spanish Oviedo Mauser, and we are going to be running some This is, well, not a lot of people are going to know what this is. Let me tell you guys this. I made a video not that long ago. As a matter of fact, I literally just made it today. It should be up on the channel by now as of time of me recording this. That was M80A1 that I had done testing through my Ruger Mini 14 here. And I was thoroughly impressed by it. What it is it is a replacement for M855, which is the green tip round, which doesn't really work all that well through a short length barrel. I go in depth on that. What it is it is a steel penetrator above essentially a copper cup. And it is extremely good at not only punching through things, but it has excellent, well, I don't want to say expansion, it has excellent abilities to dump a lot of energy immediately on targets. This is essentially the 7.62 NATO version of that. I'm sure a lot of people know what M80 ball ammunition is. It is the lead core 150 grain 7.62 NATO that moves at about 2,800 approximately feet per second. This is a 130 grain bullet, and I think it's going to go about 3,000 feet per second if memory serves me correctly. But bottom line, it's a little bit lighter, but it has this massive steel penetrator on it, and it has the copper cup holding it in place. This right here is essentially what the M855A1 round is. It's just scaled up to 308. So we got ourselves a pretty gosh darn potent cartridge here. I've only got 5 shots, so if we have some inconclusive data from this testing that we're going to be doing here, there's not much that I can do. But since this was sent to me by somebody else, I'm going to test it. I'm going to use it. The whole point of him sending this to me was so I could test and use it. So hopefully we get ourselves some good results. So I had shot Ballistic gel right here with the M855A1, and it did extremely well. That being said, we already have a bunch of wound channels through this thing, so I'm sure after shooting it with the M80A1 that we're about to shoot it with, we really won't see that, like, we won't see, we probably won't see anything on the inside, but it still will be cool to hit it and see the results. So this is kind of an older block. I got drunk last night, tried melting it down. I kind of burned it. It's definitely seen better days, that's for sure. I'm going to clean it up, try melting it down again. Maybe I'll throw it through a filter, see if I can get some of this burnt crap out of there. This is not very much ballistic gel. I have no idea if, like, the M8s or the M80A1 round is just going to blow this apart or not. I know a great way to find out, though. I got my old grill out there. This was one that I had, like, back on the gun range. I'm kind of using it as a shooting table now, setting things on top of it. So we're going to set this on top of it, hit it with the M8 or the M80A1. If I say anything besides M80A1, just because of how many different numbers there are to memorize, that is what I mean. We're going to hit it with that, and we're going to see the results. All right, you guys probably won't be able to see it all that well. I'm going to angle myself so I can hit it. I want to make sure that I hit it at an angle to where anything that goes through it is going to go into the dirt or into the car. So I'm going to get essentially up close and personal with it, and we're going to see what happens here. Why are you not getting in the extractor, you? This extractor on this particular Mauser was kind of like makeshift from another Mauser's extractor, and it doesn't really work all that well. If you look at it, it's had some grinding done to it. So that was not me. Was that me? I don't know, it might have been. Anyway, I'm gonna go shoot this thing. All right, well, that does not smell good, I'll tell you that. Okay, so our entrance wound was right here, and I know I said that we probably wouldn't see very much, but the expansion of this and the wound channeling done by this cartridge just absolutely engulfs that of the M80A1, which makes sense because this is a full powered rifled cartridge. It just absolutely devastated like everything inside this gel. If you look at the bottom of the gel, you can see how it just completely blew out the bottom of this thing. Like all of this, you see how there's this huge hole here? That seems to go through basically the entirety of the gel. Like this was not this bad with the M855A1. Like the M80A1, the 7.62 NATO version, absolutely decimated this thing. I would not want to get hit by something like that. That steel penetrator, no idea where it ran off to, but that's a lot of energy on target. That's a lot of force. That's a lot of destruction. That is not something that I'd want to be smacked by. Ah, gross. Now I got gelatin all on my hands. Okay. All right. I'm not sure how well my 1 in 14 twist Mauser is going to stabilize these 130 grain bullets. I think it should do rather decently. And yes, it is a 1 in 14 twist. I measured it. I don't care what the internet has to say about it. People tell me all the time, no, it's a 1 in 12 twist, or no, it's a 1 in 10 twist. I measured it. It's a 1 in 14 twist. So those lighter grain bullets should work pretty well in this. All right, what's next? I have a water jug right here. I've shot water jugs with like Full Metal Jacket 308s, and they never really, you're leaking on me. They never really do very much because the Full Metal Jacket just kind of punches right through it, and it doesn't like impart a whole lot of its energy onto its target. So I'm betting that this M80A1 stuff will, once that steel penetrator basically starts going past that copper cup. I'm trying to explain this in like really simplistic terms so people understand. Then that copper cup has like this big hole inside of it, and material fills that hole. It begins to expand and fragment, and it just does extremely well at dumping a lot of energy really, really quickly, while at the same time having that steel penetrator to get penetration done in the event that needs to happen. There's gel stuck to the wood. All right, let's go ahead and stun another round. Before I do that, this is standard 7.62 NATO pressures, so we shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, I'm not seeing any case bulging, primer issues, anything to indicate high pressure stuff. All right, up next, we're just gonna hit that water jug. I'm going to stand like right here to try and get the best angle that I can for this. And let's see what kind of explosion we get from that water jug. Wow. Wow. That turned it into mist. That was way more than standard Full Metal Jacket would have done to that. I am, honestly, much like that thing, I am blown away. All right, let me go grab bits and pieces of this. All right, these are like the larger of the bits. There's not much in terms of bits left. All right, up next, I have, somewhere here, I have a piece of wood. I had a piece of wood over there, but it was completely destroyed during the gel test. I have a piece of wood, and I'm gonna put some ceramic in front of it and shoot it with this, and I wanna see what kind of damage we get to the wood after the bullet has passed through ceramic. If we're shooting like lead core Full Metal Jackets at this, and the lead core will be broken up by the ceramic, but I'm betting that this steel core should give us some really good results. Maybe I can find enough of that wood over there. Maybe I'll like put that wood together. I'll see what I can do. Give me a second here. I've got the ceramic over top of 2 pieces of wood. I have no idea where this rifle actually hits. Hopefully we hit it. I do only have 5 rounds, so I got 3 left. I'm gonna hide behind cover just because I don't want to be hit by a piece of ceramic or something. And we're gonna shoot that and see the results. So I'm going to be taking full cover behind a tree, actually the same tree this camera's on, so you guys won't see me shoot, but y'all will see the target over there fly apart. Firing. Oh my God. That was incredible. That was way more than a standard Full Metal Jacket would have done to that. A Full Metal Jacket probably would have just kind of passed right through, but I'm betting that copper cup like once that penetrator was gone, it just opened up and man, it just smacked that thing. This stuff seems to be like a rifle round that hits its target and then behaves like a shotgun blast. It is just overwhelmingly devastating. All right, the results. We definitely hit our ceramic and it completely blew apart the first piece of wood. I have no idea how big the hole is. It does look like the ceramic like took apart that cartridge, but then the steel penetrator continued to move forward because we have just this gash right here in this piece of wood, and you can really see it on this one. It looks like the round went downwards, which is good. I'd rather it get deflected down versus deflected up and go off into the distance somewhere. But it looks like it got deflected downwards and went into the dirt. But that's good. That penetrator did exactly what it was supposed to do. Man, that is super, super cool. And sticky, because it's got ballistics gel crap on it. I underestimated how sticky ballistic gel was. I forgot. Like, here in, like, whenever I messed with this thing, it was typically wintertime, and then it sat in the fridge for God knows how many years. And then I never touched it, and now we're out here in August in Florida, and it is sticky and disgusting. So I think that's probably going to be it for the ballistic gel with my testing here. All right, up next I have this steel plate that we tested M80A1 against. It did not penetrate, but it did leave a good, oh, I don't know, 3mm hole on it. I'm going to set it up, completely stand behind cover because I'm sure that this is going to ricochet, and we're going to see what kind of damage M80A1 does to steel. All right, I'm betting we're probably not going to get penetration. This is not AP ammunition. It's not designed to be. It's just designed to be better at penetrating things than your average, like, ball ammunition. What are you doing here? I don't have another round that I didn't know about, did I? No. Okay, cool. I pulled this one out earlier for representation purposes. Okay, I got the steel plate right there. It's only about 10 yards away or so, so even if these bullets are not stabilizing, we should still get a good enough impact on target to see the results. That being said, full disclaimer, do not shoot steel this close, especially with rifle rounds, especially with steel core ammunition, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I will be completely behind cover while doing it. All right, wish me luck, guys. Let's see what happens with this. Firing! I feel like I hit it. I feel like that was a hitting shot. I hope so, because I only have one round left of this stuff. Let's find out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it does not look like that we hit it. It looks like all we have here. Oh, okay, we did hit it. We hit it at a spot that was almost identical to the original M855A1 round that we hit. M855A1 we hit right here. The M80A1 clearly struck it right about here. So that was a compromised area. I think for our last shot, we're going to try and get a better shot on this steel. Wish me luck. Give it a try. All right, last round of M855A1. I'm definitely going to have to get some more of this. I'd like to take this hunting and see what it does against boar. That'd be fun. Firing. All right, that time I had to have hit it. Yeah, I'm almost positive that I smacked that bad boy. All right, let me get this cartridge out of here, and we'll have a look at that steel. Da-da-da-da-da. I did hit it. Okay, well, this round hit right next to our M855A1 round again. We do have a deeper hole. Probably, if I had to make a bet, I'd say 5mm or so of penetration, give or take. If I had my calipers here, I'd be able to really tell us. It's about twice the depth of the M855A1. So the M80A1, again, is not an AP round, not designed to be, not intended to be, but we can see, even against AR-550, it packs quite the wall. If I'm willing to bet against like soft steel, probably would go right through. This is 1/2 inch, and it is designed, it's rated for rifle rounds, and I have just shot it with like years and years worth of full powered rifle cartridges, and with the exception of some spicy rounds, you do see some holes in that thing. With the exception of some spicy rounds, there really hasn't been much damage done to that. So the fact that M8 or M80A1 and M855A1 can like gouge out bits of that is wild. This really is a fantastic cartridge, not only with the expansion that we see and how much energy it dumps on target, but with its penetrating capabilities. We saw it go through the ceramic and the wood really easily. We see it go through several millimeters of AR-500 steel. This might be AR-550, I can't quite remember. But it's really hard steel. It's rifle rated steel, and this stuff is definitely tearing it up. The fact that they fire this from like belt-fed machine guns, and they fire the M855A1 through ARs that are semi and full auto, that's a lot of capability going downrange. This really is an insane cartridge, but I am out of ammunition now, so there's not much more testing that I can do for this particular cartridge. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, share. Description below has a link to all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. I will see you guys in the next episode. Been a little while since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. Poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt action shotguns aren't more mainstream.